Greetings, YouTubers, on this chilly late October day. A little drizzle out here, but it's in the 40s, not too bad. I thought I'd do a little video today on tires on a lot of these used vehicles that you buy. A lot of people don't consider the tires, the age of the tires when they buy vehicles, although they may look fairly new and have a lot of tread left. And I'm going to show you how to figure out the date on these tires when they were made, so you'll know when you get a used vehicle, you'll know how to look and see how old these tires are and make a judgment call on if you want to put new tires on it or continue with what you have. Now, of course, I'm working on my 2003. I got the fender off. And here's the old Land Rover, and luckily for me, I got fairly new tires on it. And I was kind of curious how old they were, and we'll look at that in a minute. And this is my daily driver. The Expedition has 17-inch tires on it, and I've been driving it for about a year now, and the tires are about 4 years old on it. So my tires on this thing are pretty good, but we'll go back to the other two vehicles and I'll show you what's on it, and we'll look at some random tires that I have laying around. We'll try to figure out the date on them, when they were made, and also the last two tires at the end of the video. I'll let you comment in the section below, and you tell me what day they were made and what year. Alright, so we'll start out with this tire here. This is I believe a 15-inch tire, I believe. It looks fairly new, and you can see the tread on it. Man, it just looks absolutely great. If you have a tire like this, you would probably think it's fairly new, but not really. What you want to do, you want to go in here and look for something that says DOT. Now, after that, you'll see some numbers, and this is usually the case. Then when you'll get up somewhere behind the DOT number and these other numbers, you'll see a long circle, like an oval shape. You'll see some more numbers in here. Now you'll see a 1P, N1P, then you'll see 3209. Well, what you want to look for are 4 digits. You want to look for the 3209. For instance, this tire here was made the 32nd week of 2009. What? 2009, you say? Well, this tire looks absolutely brand new. Well, it was probably in storage for a while, and it even has a factory blue stripe there, a little orange and green stripe on it. When they made this tire, now this tire you probably could ride on it a while. You'd have to eyeball it and make sure you don't get any cracks developing in it. But like I said, if you want to get a new tire, then it's up to you. But yeah, this tire is almost 8 years old. All right, let's move on to the next tire. And here we have a 17-inch tire. It even has a factory original sticker on it. It was probably a spare underneath a SUV or something, but as we go in here, we'll look for the numbers, and there's the DOT. We'll see some numbers here. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. And here's this long oval I was talking about, this circle-like feature. Now, this can be a little confusing. You might look in here and say, well, what's this right here? Well, that doesn't really mean anything because you've got a letter here. What we were looking for are 4 digits. And right here, you see the 4409? Well, this is the 44th week of 2009. Yes, another 8-year-old tire. It looks like it's got practically brand new tread on it and everything, but if you look closely, and it's starting to drizzle a little bit, this tire actually has some weather cracking in it. And this is what you want to look for on these tires. Although this one's not terribly bad, you could probably use this as a spare going down the road, you know, if you have a flat tire or something, but I probably wouldn't want to ride on it very long. But like I said, it's a judgment call that you have to make. So there is another date that we have figured out when this tire was made. Let's move on to the next one. All right, now here is a 17-inch tire. Now this one had me a little confused. I looked all over the tire, and it was really hard for me to figure out where the number was because this one here didn't have that big, long oval circle. So I did find the DOT number, and after that, you just start looking and try to figure out where that date might be. And like I said, we're looking for 4 digits. They go by the week and the year. And right here at the end, you see these have just little tiny circles around each number. That kind of threw me off. So this one here was made the 43rd week of 2003, which this tire is fairly old. Now, this tire did come off of my 2003 Ford Explorer, and that makes sense. This was a spare. And although if you look closely, you can kind of see some cracks in there. So this tire, I probably would just use it as a spare. All right, let's go on to another tire. Okay, so we'll go ahead and check out the Land Rover here, and this Land Rover has practically brand new tires on it because when I bought it off the people, They told me they'd put new tires on it a couple years back, and they had some engine trouble, and they never got to drive it. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to look, and I'm going to turn the camera sideways. I don't want it to flip in horizontal mode, so I'll do my best here to hold it sideways. And here is the DOT number, and we say long circle. Well, that one doesn't really make a lot of sense because it has these oddball numbers in here, which doesn't correspond to anything I'm looking for. Then we have another oval circle here. Has 3 letters, and a number. That doesn't make sense, but here it starts to make a little sense. We have a 3414. This means it was made the 34th week of 2014. So that makes me pretty happy. These tires are only about 3 years old, and I have 4 of them plus a spare. So when I bought this vehicle, I got certainly a good bargain. All right, now we've got 3 more tires here before we wrap the video up. Now this one here can be a little confusing. We have a DOT number here, then we have some letters and a number, then we have this long oval circle. This what gets our attention. We have JKN497. Well, you notice here we only have 3 digits, 3 numbers. Well, what they do, they just don't put the 0 in here. Say if it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th week. When it gets to the 10th week, then they'll put a 10. So we're looking at 3 numbers here, 4 of 97. So this tire was made the 4th week of 1997. Look at this. The tread on it looks absolutely amazing. There are some weather cracking going on in there. Like I said, you could probably use this tire for spare, but I doubt if I would run it on the road. Now, the last 2 tires that we're going to do, I'm not going to tell you the date. I'm just going to point at it, and in the comment section below, you tell me what size, what week it was made, and what year. Okay, so here we go. This is our little 15-inch tire. I'm going to zoom in on the numbers there. And hopefully the camera will focus. And there. Let me know in the comments section when this tire was actually made. Give me the week and the year. And let's move on to our last tire. And this is a big old 16-inch tire. I mean, it's got a little bit of tread on it, but it's a heavy tire, so let me clean this off real good. The drizzle's trying to come down. And we'll look at the DOT letters there. We'll look at that. Doesn't make sense. Ah, boom. What do we have right there? We got 1112. So this was kind of fun, and also hopefully this will help you make you feel a little bit better on what you're riding on going down the highway if you buy any vehicle, really. All right, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching my video. And like I said, just when you find the DOT number, usually somewhere after this, it'll decode itself. It'll make sense to you, and you can go in there and figure out when your tire was made. And like I said, I can make a video for 20 minutes on all these other numbers, what they mean and stuff, but the really important number to you, my friend, is when that tire was made, how old it is, and if it's got any cracks developing in it. That's where the safety issues come in. So thanks for watching. I guess we'll end this video on a kind of a damp note today. Okay, so Kitty says if you like any of my videos, please subscribe and like and all that. And until our next video, what do you think, Kitty? Is it going to rain some more or snow? Well, I think it's going to probably snow. That's what they're calling for. Yeah, old man winter's knocking on the door. So until my next video, guys, be safe, be careful, and thanks for watching. Until then, have a good one.